Okay, hello everyone. You're listening to Lipstick and Leather, and I am with none other than Hayley from Pop Evo. How's your day going today, Hayley?
My day is awesome, thank you.
It's going to be a really fun show. I know a lot of people are really excited for it, including myself.
Awesome, that's great.
Now, with the self-titled album having great success, when can we expect another single?
I think another single is coming out at the beginning of next year. And I think it's going to be legendary.
Interesting, good choice. Looking forward to that.
Thank you.
And there'll be a video most likely?
Yes, yep. We're going to be doing the video at the end of this tour, actually.
Okay.
So we finish up in Canada and the cold snow, and we're going to head off to LA for a little bit of sunshine for the end of the year.
With demoing roughly 40 songs for the self-titled album, did the band consider doing a double CD?
No, not this time. No. Just wanted to kind of really get the best of the best.
Absolutely. Now, a lot of the classic bands don't take newer bands on the road too often. How did Pop Evo get the tour with Whitesnake and Judas Priest? I know that you weren't in the band then. And, of course, the Cheap Trick Poison tour.
I don't know how we get them. I mean, we've got good management and good booking agents. But I'm very glad that we did get on the Poison and Cheap Trick run. You've got a Cheap Trick t-shirt on today, which I'm very pleased to see, because we really hit it off with the Cheap Trick guys. We just had so much fun with them, and yeah, Rick Nielsen taking me on stage, teaching me guitar throughout the tour was just an absolute dream come true. So.
And that's on my question list. How was it having Rick Nielsen give you guitar lessons?
It was far out. I mean, I never expected that in a million years. But yeah, he still texts me. You know, he's turned into a true friend. You know, not just someone that we toured with. You know, he actually genuinely cares about my career and mentoring me. So
right,
yeah, I'm truly blessed.
That's super awesome.
I'm going to be going to see them actually. They're playing the Cavern in Liverpool. I don't know whether you've heard of that venue, but it's a very famous venue. It's where the Beatles were discovered, and obviously Rick Nielsen is a massive Beatles fan, and they're going to be playing there, and I'm lucky enough to be at home when they're playing there, so I'm going along and I can't wait. I think that's mid-December, so
maybe you wind up on stage again.
You never know. If Rick has anything to do with it, probably yes.
Now, the new CD feels like a nice blend of the heaviness of Onyx and the melodicness of Up. Do you agree with this?
I do indeed, and I think that was definitely the intention that we had. The two albums were, Onyx and Up were two very different albums, but both equally pop evil. So we wanted to get the absolute blend of those two on this album. I think we've achieved it.
I think so too.
Thank you so much.
Now, how did you decide to use congos on God's Damn?
That was a really just an experiment, really. That was the last song to be recorded, and we were just sort of jamming it out acoustically. We all sat round with, Kato, the producer, had his acoustic out, and we just sat around. I was tapping drums on the floor, actually, sort of writing the drum parts, just tapping it along. And I went and put the drum part down, and there was just, it was good, but there was just a little something missing, so I just experimented. And and there's the drum intro with the congas.
Right on. Any chance of an upcoming live DVD?
Oh, that would be cool. There hasn't been talk of it, but I would like to do that.
Maybe it could be kind of like Take It All in 360 degrees.
Yes, that would be amazing. Yeah, I'll put a good word in for you.
Cross my fingers. Now, did any of your bands prior to Mcqueen record any CDs or any original music?
Not prior. Well, little demos and things like that, but no, Mcqueen was the first sort of band for me.
Now, having supported Cheap Trick with Mcqueen in London in the UK in 2004, did the Cheap Trick guys remember you when you did the Poison Pop Evo tour?
I did. I said to Rick that I caught one of his pics during soundcheck back then at the London show, and I don't think he remembered. I mean, they play so many shows, but I will never forget that moment. He was up in the balcony doing an interview, actually, and we were doing sound check, which is a long way away, and he launched a pick right off the top of the balcony, and it landed on my snare drum. So I think, maybe it was a sign. We were destined to be friends like 10 years later. So.
Now, the legendary Tom Zutaut, of course, signed Guns N' Roses and Motley Crue. How did he get involved in managing Mcqueen?
He was looking for a support band for that particular show we were just talking about. Cheap Trick. Okay. I think it was Cheap Trick and Tesla.
Oh, good bill.
And he was managing Tesla at the time, so they were looking for a UK opener, and found Mcqueen, and then he came to the show and he was so impressed with Mcqueen that he then decided to manage us too. So that's how it was all born there. It was a special show, that one with Cheap Trick.
Very cool. Now, you love the clothes brand All Saints. How did you discover them?
You know what? It's just such a cool shop. You know, it started in Shoreditch in London, and it's just iconic. It's just, I don't know. I walk in there and I like pretty much everything. I have to really rein myself in and not spend too much money in there. So yeah, there's not a lot I don't like in there.
I've checked their stuff out too online, and I was impressed. Lots of cool stuff.
The shop just looks cool with all the sewing machines. It's just such a look. It's, you know, when it first opened, it's you're just drawn in. Well, I was, the whole look of it. So yeah, it's me.
Maybe one day I'll make it there. I know to do online stuff too. Now, what made you decide to start playing drums at 12?
I had tried various different instruments. I played piano from the age of 5, and then I had singing lessons, and I enjoyed those, but, you know, I got nervous when I had to perform them, and, you know, it just wasn't quite me. And then I sat behind my brother's drum kit. He's 10 years older than me, and he probably just thought, oh yeah, little sis getting on the kit. You know, it was just, I absolutely loved it, and I just knew that I was supposed to play drums too.
And you even played keys on the new Pop Evil album.
Yes, yep.
Right. How was playing with Camp Freddy in 2008?
Hey, that was a blast from the past too. That was amazing. Yeah, there's just so many people that sort of walk through the doors there. You know, I did. They had a residency, so I think it was every first Tuesday of each month or whatever. They took over the Roxy. You know, you had obviously the regulars, Dave Navarro and Matt Sorum, Chris Chaney. But then there were some nights when there was Jonathan Moffat, the Sugarfoot, the drummer for Michael Jackson, Tom Morello. Who else played? I mean, there was pretty much all of Guns N' Roses apart from Axl at one point.
Right.
Chester Bennington. Yep. There we go. He was in the line actually to be joining Velvet Revolver at the time, but then that didn't pan out. So, but he was doing like a Guns N' Roses cover, and it was just so many people hanging out, and it was good vibes, just getting together, playing covers. That's what music's about, just getting together and having some fun with your mates. You know, it's great to have a career doing it and earning money, but it's nice to just take it back to why you started playing in the first place. Getting together with your mates and playing some covers. So that was the vibe of the evening, and, you know, it was awesome.
And Slash joined Mcqueen on stage to play It's So Easy at one point, am I correct?
Yeah, that was, and Duff McKagan.
Right.
Yeah. A trip far out. Slash is a really nice guy. You know, he came and guested on Night Train when Mcqueen played at the Gibson Summer Jam. I think that was 2008, and I'll never forget it. I was obviously super nervous. I mean, you're gonna be playing with Slash. He walks on stage in soundcheck, plays the song with us, and I turned to him at the end and I was like, was that tempo okay for you? And he looked at me and he was like, well, you'd know better than me. I just thought, what a nice thing to say, what a nice guy, you know, and he totally put me at ease. You know, and that's something that I try and live by, you know. It's be a nice person.
Well, thank you very much for your time. I really, really appreciate it.
Hope you have a great day.